Hi guys, welcome back on board of the Crypto Cruiser. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about Algorand. What Algorand is all about. We're going to talk some fundamentals, some chart analysis, Algo compared to the dollar, and Algo compared to the Bitcoin chart. Of course, we're going to talk some traditional markets. There's going to be a market look ahead, of course. Uh, what my opinion is going to be for next week, where the markets are heading, especially the S&P 500 traditional markets and the Bitcoin chart. Let's just start with the Bitcoin chart, the godfather of all coins and the single biggest indicator of where all the rest of the crypto assets will go. Um, as I've mentioned in my previous videos, what I anticipate is most probably the correction has already started. And the way what I'm anticipating is to actually test this previous yearly resistance line that we've tested in April of 2021 at price of around 64,000. We've tested it again in November of 2021 at price of around 69,000, its previous all-time highs. We've tested it in the beginning of this year in March at price of around 73,000 this year 2024, and we broke on the upside on 11th on 10th and between 10th and 11th of November, and pretty much this whole month has been extremely bullish. So from price of around 66,000, we went all the way to 100,000. My initial theory was then everyone is anticipating to go above 100,000 and potentially go further than that. Then the correction will start and we'll test this previous resistance line at price of around 82,000. We'll turn it into support, and then we're going to have more continuation of the trend on the upside. And after that, perhaps we're going to have a huge correction. But let's just take one trade at a time. So the other theory is to actually that we're going to break out of this 99,000 mark and potentially we'll go above 100,000 to 109,000. But my personal opinion is that we're still heading for a correction. I still want to see test this previous yearly resistance line, we turn it into support, and then gonna have more continuation of the trend. And I'm not gonna be surprised if by the end of the year or early next one, by end of January, hit price of above 110,000. This is just something in the charts. This is something that I've been anticipating for quite some time. I mean, if you've been following my channel, you've been quite successful so far. From 70,000, I've told you we're gonna drop to 49,000, a false breakdown. Then we're gonna have a swift recovery to 65,000 local top. I said we're gonna go a local bottom at 52,000, and then we're gonna have more continuation of the trend and start hitting higher highs and potentially all-time highs, and that's exactly what we had. So I mean, we're in extremely bullish, like a bull market, raging bull market. So I don't think there's any reasons to worry. Corrections are actually healthy, are actually needed for the overall bullish trend. When it comes to S&P 500, I nailed these markets as well. Since I launched my channel, I've been nothing but right. I've told you this is just gonna be an ABC correction. We had a swift bounce, and I've told you a V-shaped recovery. I mean, my very first video I think was a V-shaped recovery, and that's what we had at price of around 5,650, its previous all-time high. And as I've said, this previous resistance line acted twice as resistance. We'll come back, we'll turn it into support, and then we're going to have more continuation of the trend, and potentially we'll go above 6,000, and that's what we had. What I was anticipating is to actually pull back. That's what we had at this previous local top at price of around 5,850. We turned this previous local top into support, and then we're going to have more continuation of the trend and potentially hit price of around 6,100. That's what I was anticipating for this week. We almost got there. Still hit all-time high prices, so it's good for me. What I'm anticipating, actually, we formed a reverse head and shoulders, which is a bullish pattern measured from the head to the bottom. The price target should be above 6,250. So that's what I'm anticipating by the end of the year or early next one. So the traditional markets looks extremely bullish. The Bitcoin chart looks extremely bullish. And as I've said, once Bitcoin start hitting all-time high, some of the alts will outperform Bitcoin. And look at it. Look at this. Look at Algo. Since I was posting videos, if you've been following me, that was at price of around 10 cents, 40, almost 5x. So I mean, I don't know, guys. I think so far my prediction has been coming out right. Of course, anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes. And before you do anything, do your diligence and make your own research. Because as I've said, this is not a financial advice. Algorand can easily go to zero. I'm just illustrating the most bullish case scenario. This whole thing can be easily invalidated. Something goes wrong, and we just go to the abyss and pretty much goes to zero. That can potentially happen as well. But my personal opinion, I think we're heading for higher prices. So we pretty much broke out of all of the resistance line. And let's talk about the Algo chart analysis a bit further down the video. Let's just talk about the market cap chart of Algo. So look at this. From November was below 1 billion, and now we went almost to 4 billion. So that's 4 or 5x in a matter of a few weeks. And what did I tell you? Something like that is gonna play out sooner than later. Something like that is gonna play out once Bitcoin start hitting all-time high prices. Some of the alts will outperform, and there you go. Algo start outperforming. Now, where it's gonna end? No one can predict the future. No one knows. But I'll tell you one thing. The previous all-time high was the market cap was around 13 billion at the time of recording. At certain point we went almost 4 billion market cap. So pretty much from 13, that's 3x from here. Pretty much 3-4x from here. We already did 5x pretty much. So sooner than later, my personal opinion, will go and test this market cap valuation and probably will go above. And another thing, the circulating supply right now at the time of recording is around 8 billion and 300 million, something like that. The total supply, the maximum supply is 10 billion. So the circulating supply is 8 billion and 300 million. So in order for Algo to go price of around $1, we need 8 billion market capitalization, around 8 billion market capitalization. If Algorand wants to go to $10, let's say, that will be 80 billion market capitalization. If that's potentially possible, dealing of theory probabilities, this is possible. Of course, it is not probable. This no one can predict. But predict again. This is not like a financial advice. But what I'm trying to tell you is to educate yourself, and you have to look at what happened in 2021 at Dogecoin. Dogecoin is just a meme coin, went above 100 billion market cap. Of course, there's a lot of hype behind it. Elon Musk is supporting it somehow. And yesterday I made a video. I mean, has more upside momentum for Dogecoin, absolutely. But Algorand has more, fundamentally speaking, this is a whole blockchain. With so many decentralized applications built on it, and it's a valuable coin. Algorand is a self-sustaining, decentralized blockchain-based network that supports a wide range of applications. These systems are secure, scalable, and efficient. All critical properties for effective applications in the real world. Algorand will support computations that require reliable performance guarantees to create new forms of trust. The Algorand mainnet became live in June 2019 and was able to handle almost 1 million transactions per day as December 2020. Algorand's transaction metrics can be viewed here. What makes Algorand unique? Algorand was invented to speed up transactions and improve efficiency in response to the slow transaction times of Bitcoin and other blockchains. Algorand is designed so that there are lower transaction fees as well as no mining, like Bitcoin's energy-intensive process is based on a permissionless pure proof of stake blockchain protocol. So it's super fast, completely decentralized. A lot of people are subscribing to that network, and according to the Melka flow, that's what makes one Algorand truly, one network truly valuable, is the people who actually want to join that network. So as I've said, as I've mentioned earlier, what I'm actually anticipating, we broke out pretty much from all the resistance here since pretty much May of 2020, and there's another level here of a little bit of resistance at price of around 68 cents, 70 cents. So that's what I'm anticipating. That's the next move that I'm actually anticipating for Algorand to go and test this price of around 68, 70 cents. There's quite a lot of resistance. Let's see how it's going to play out. It can easily basically stop here. Listen guys, anything is possible in this market. So so let's see how it will turn out to be. Now, if we break out of this resistance line, the price of around 60-70 cents, and we continue the trend, let's say to 130 and 140, then most probably we'll go and test these all-time high price of around 280 and $3. I mean, Algorand was very much undervalued, right, at 10 cents. Right now, with every single move on the upside, it's not so undervalued, right? So if it goes high in price, you just think that it can potentially go down as well. This is not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that we're gonna go and test all-time high. We can easily stop here. Like for example, we'll go and test this price of around 60-70 cents, and then we drop. Or we can go and test this price of around 170 and $2, and we never go and reach this market, this price of around 280. But we can also go there and have a price discovery, like consolidate or its all-time high for a few months, perhaps few weeks, and that's how we can form like a huge reverse head and shoulders pattern. And then if we go like a full price discovery and we go above 280 $3, then sky's the limit. Then no one can predict where we can end up. I mean, $10 are also in the charts. As I've said, 80 billion market cap. I'm comparing to Dogecoin what happened in 21. This can potentially happen as well. And if we compare it Algo to the Bitcoin chart, this is something like look at this huge bounce here. So if you repeat that move and go and retest these price of around 3,000 pretty much, so that's around 10x on a Bitcoin term. So that's at least 15x, who knows, maybe even 20x. So at around 50 cents, 40, 45, 45, 47 cents, that's above $5, above between $5 and $10. I mean, let's see how exactly it's gonna play out. Nothing here is guaranteed. Nothing here is a financial advice. These markets are very unpredictable, and no one can predict the future. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you all for the lovely comments. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you want to get my crypto guidebook and my other book, The Art of Chart Analysis, over 70 pages filled with very useful information of how to become a sophisticated trader and gain quite a lot of knowledge in the art of chart analysis, you can subscribe to my Patreon. With that subscription comes exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins, some of them 50, 100x. And if you subscribe, I mean, that would be amazing. That will mean that you really appreciate my work. And as I've said, that will be amazing. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you all, and we'll see each other later on. Goodbye.